We just moving. Like, we just moving. And we not staying still. We not about to be like, oh yeah, I'm satisfied with. No.
I'm glad you want it, bro.
Is you recording this type shit? Absolutely.
All right, fellas. All right, brother.
All right, y'all be easy, man. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, so we just had some guys pull up. They're actually already currently in the podcast space. They seen what we were doing last week, the video and stuff that we dropped last week. They were interested in, maybe possibly shooting at the shop, shooting at the location and stuff like that. So they reached out. We were supposed to meet on Sunday, but I actually told them, Tuesday would probably be the better day because that's the day we actually shoot. So you can kind of see us in live action. That was them just leaving. We doing stuff in real time. You know what I'm saying? We recording in real time. We talking about it in real time. So yeah, that's what just happened. A couple business opportunities just came about within the last, say, about 15 minutes. Yeah, Unpolished. I'm gonna rock with Unpolished. The people definitely said Unpolished is where it's at. So yeah, I feel good. I ain't gonna lie, man. It just feels good. I ain't gonna lie, man. It feels good. But I'm gonna have a better word next week. So that's why I'm gonna go to that Webster one time on you. So man, I really just I really don't understand. I really don't understand the killing of us of each other. Like, I don't understand that. I know I kind of took a sharp left, but I just don't understand that, man. Like I would after the show last week, like I had text you, I'm like, man, I'm just over here watching other media personalities, their shows, how they're like, developing their content, stuff like that. And I came across Stephen A. Smith. He dropped a special edition like on a Sunday. That was actually before 4th of July. And it was just like watching him, man. Like, he was talking about like all the stuff that went on over that weekend, from killings and mass shootings and stuff like that of black people. And it just kind of touched me a little bit that particular day, man. And I put some stuff up pertaining to statistics and stuff like that, pertaining to the murder rates and stuff like that, and the murder rates that goes across the United States. The top 5 cities, they're all predominantly black, besides St. Louis, which is only 44%. But the other 4 are pretty much predominantly black cities, and they're like the top 5 cities of murder rates in the country. So that's what we was talking about. I don't know, man. I mean, it feels good, but it also feels like I'm not doing enough. Like, and what I mean by not doing enough is like spreading the message. Like, that's what another thing that this podcast is good for. It's like spreading the message, like changing the narrative, being able to inspire people, you know what I'm saying, to where they don't want to, go that direction, stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm blessed at the same time. Like, I made it to a certain age that, a lot of people don't, you know what I'm saying, I guess, within my community. But I mean, I think that's about the best answer I got for that one. I wouldn't say, like I said, I don't really deal with too much craziness. Every day is a challenge. I feel like in business, if you're not solving an issue, then it's like you don't probably really have a business. So I think within like the last week, we had 2 rush orders that literally had to be overnighted within 72 hours. And it was a lot of printing. We had some football players. We deal a lot with sports agencies, marketing agencies, and stuff like that. So they had some football players who needed some products for a football camp. So they waited to the last minute, but we got it done. But we kind of put a lot of pressure on us last week. But that's the thing about pressure. It's kind of like dribbling the basketball. I mean, what is it? Dribbling the tennis ball as a basketball player. Kind of like sharpens your skills up a little. You know what I'm saying? So I like pressure situations like that, because in a normal day, it's kind of like a breeze. It's not really no pressure. You know what I'm saying? We can withstand. After a long day, man, I usually just try to, go to the house, relax, be around my family, turn on some TV or something. Really, the TV start watching me because I kind of fall asleep pretty quick. But I kind of just like to just chill out. Nothing really particular. A perfect day for me would just being able to come to the house and just chill, eat a good meal, and just relax on my sofa for a minute. I mean, I think right now in the world, they dropped the what do you call it? Hold on, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it's called. Anyway, I can't find it, but it was about basically the article was the unemployment rate, the black unemployment rate, how the national unemployment rate got better by a certain maybe a percentage or something. The black unemployment rate got worse. That's pretty much what the article was. But I was trying to quote the exact news source for that. But I don't know, man. I just think right now in our country or just around the world, I think that we see people make millions of dollars, quote unquote, maybe by doing nothing, I guess you might think so. But you really don't know what they did up until the point of making that type of money. So I kind of think that it's a big misconception right now just with business. And everyone wants to be a business owner, which is nothing wrong with that, but you have to know what comes with that. It's ways to curve a lot of things, a lot of mistakes that you might make in business. But I think that within business, if you're not prepared to do something at least 1,000 times, then I say don't do it. That's like, I'm quoting Russell right there. He said that, but I mean, that's the honest to God truth. So my nephew, he graduated high school this past May, and I asked my sister the other day, I was like, yeah, man, so what is, what are you gonna be doing? What does he want to do? She's like, yeah, I don't know. I told him he gotta figure something out, this and this and that. And then she says, yeah, he said, Mom, this, this 2023, people ain't working for nobody no more. So I'm just like, dang, that's how the kids think. So it's like, what do you do until the thing that you're working on pops off? Like, what do you do till then? Like, do you just I mean, I think right now, if you just freshly graduated high school right now, I think your focus needs to be either you're going to school, if you want to go to school. Some people might be like, oh man, school ain't for me, I don't want to go to college. Okay, you need to go learn some type of trade or some type of skill, something. So if you can do something with your hands, or if it's some type of skill with the computer, like you have to have some type of education, period. So if you don't want to learn anything, then I don't really have any questions. I don't have any suggestions for you. You at least gotta want to be able to learn. So if you want to learn something, I would say figure out what you want to learn, figure out what you're good at. If you're good at throwing parties, if you think you're good at throwing parties, then go try to find something to help you become a better promoter. For you can learn how to create branding deals, marketing deals with different companies, where it's just that your promotion or throwing parties, this isn't the only way you can make money. All type of companies need different type of promotions. So I would say, look into how to really become a great marketer. Maybe you not go to college for a 4-year marketing degree, but you might want to enroll for a course into a marketing course for a quarter into a school and just say, hey, look, I just want to get some information on marketing and take the information and run with it. Do that. But this is the time for you to be loading your bullets into your gun, like, for lack of a better term. Like, you need for when you get 40, 35, 40, you got different things to rely on to keep you moving forward. So it really just came into, I'm gonna be honest, man, to where I'm just taking my own advice. Like how I just said, like, if you're throwing parties, you shouldn't just be getting paid every time somebody pays their dollar or whatever, $10 at the door. You should be getting paid in other different ways throughout your business. So that's pretty much what it is with me. Like, not only am I looking to inspire people with my book, but it's also another revenue source for me. I created the book one time, I've sold it, or when I start selling it, I'm going to sell it multiple times and still have the asset. So it really only made sense once I proved the concept of what's in the book. to package it up and hopefully inspire someone else to do the same. And one key is staying consistent. You know, and I'm gonna say that is because I mentioned it earlier with the Russell quote. If you're not willing to do something 1,000 times, don't do it. That's the best advice I have. You know, of course you're gonna try different things. You know what I'm saying? But that's the goal, is to find that thing that you want to do, and be prepared to do it at least 1,000 times in order for it to pop off. And if it pop off before that, that's even better.
So we'll follow you at.
Oh shit! X got me off these Yinglings. Oh yeah, you definitely can't say that. You gotta be like,
They got
boop. Yeah, boop. Yeah, man, you can follow me at all your social media platforms. RBY Prints. You know, we print anything. We giving creators back their time. You know, this is one of them things that if you are in the entrepreneur space, that you want to make sure that your branding is together. Your graphic design, your t-shirts, your, posters, and all of those types of things. So we can definitely help you.